I see you. You got your head down low. I know you've been crying all night long. But I come to tell you, you don't have to cry no more. Let me tell you why you don't have to cry no more. Somebody loves you, cares all about you. Nobody loves you as much as God does. That's just a little twinkle in the front of the speech I'm getting ready to say. But somebody knows all about your trouble. Somebody cares about what you're going through. Somebody sees what you're going through. You're not alone. You're not alone. You got to be careful where you let your mind take you, because the mind plays an important part of what you're going through. And the person that you are being destroyed by, he has the same name, abuse. So what you do is you go straight to the refrigerator and get you something to drink to get your day started. Instead of getting a cup of coffee like you used to every day, you go in there and get a bottle of booze. Something that just, I got to calm my nerves, I'm going through a lot. No, you're adding more of fuel to the fire. You have to be careful who you talk to about your problems. And sometimes the very person you talk to is going to spread it. But God wants me to tell you this. He says, I understand what you're going through, and I care about you, what you're going through. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You got to tell yourself, even if I feel like I'm alone, I'm not alone. And then you got to remember, as I told you before, it's good to know some scriptures. And if you know some scripture, maybe you'll say, God, I ask you to give me peace, and I receive my peace right now. It's not your will for me to be tormented. I want you, Lord Jesus, to strengthen me, because I'm about to do something crazy to this man. So you sit around and you worry over problems because you think you need to worry about problems. Thinking, which way should I do? What should I do? Should I leave him? And you look down at her cute little face and saying, Mom, is Daddy coming home tonight? And you say, yes, baby, he's coming home tonight. Why you ask me that? And the little child says to you, I just wanted to know if Daddy was going to come home tonight. Because I don't like it, because, Mommy, when Daddy comes home, you cry. And you look at that child and you say, baby, don't worry. Mama and God's going to fix this. So you make excuses about, but I love my husband, and I don't want to leave him, and I don't want nothing to separate me from my husband. But in this case, it's not just your husband, it's your children too. So then you start thinking, well, he makes good money, and he got me a nice place, and I got a nice car, and he keeps food in the house. You start making all kinds of excuses on why you should stay in the relationship. But it's not God's will that you live like that. Because now it's like affecting those that are not even responsible for the bad choice that you made. You saw this man, and you saw him as a very sweet person, and a good man, and a man that would take care of you. He said all the things you needed him to say. But you found out after you married him, he's a Dr. Jekyll and a Mr. Hyde. And now if you had known, you would have looked at him when he didn't know you were looking at him, and you would see that something went right. And this is not a good place for me to go to. It's marriage, and have children by this man. So, because you're so in love and you never had a husband before, you say to yourself, well, I can change him. I can change him. He done cuss you out. He done accuse you of committing adultery or fornication. He done accuse you of everything. Every time the phone rang, who's that? Oh, honey, it's the wrong number. Yeah, I bet it was the wrong number. Who was that? And you still try to convince them that it was the wrong number. So what happens, he doesn't believe you, so he start going back into that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing, accusing you and saying, was that your nigga or was that your boyfriend? And you said, no, honey, you know I love you. And I love you and I don't want nobody but you. He said, yeah, sure. So the whole night, you already done seen that it's going to be problems. Now, you're just dating this man right now, okay? You're just dating him right now. But nobody ever told you to look for signs of what the man's going to be like if you marry him. Because all the woman's going to be like that you married. But if you just look at him when he don't know you're looking at him, and you can see his jealousy and his rage, and you can see the other side of this man, you'll say, you know what? I can change him. I can change him. Once I get him, he'll change. You can't change him, baby, because what mama didn't do, you can forget. You cannot change him. That's who the real person is that you're getting ready to marry. You're about to go into a horrible nightmare. But no, you're thinking, I can change him. I love this man. I can change him. And that's your big mistake. You cannot change a person from being who they really are. So you take that chance and saying, and people done told you, girl, his first wife, every time you look around, he was in jail for abusing her. And you said, but she wasn't the right woman for him. I was. So I know he loves me. He didn't love her. We women, we just think with our head, not with our heart. And we make such bad choices on our emotional feelings. Oh, yes. It's not based on your emotional feelings, sweetie. Facts is facts. If you never get a kind word out of him, and the moment he steps in the house, you ain't cooked yet, what you think I married you for? Why you think I want to marry a woman like you? Something like that, you know. Then the beat goes on and on and on and on and on. Next thing you know, slap you across your face because he called you a liar, and you didn't even do anything. So you're hurting and you're crying and you say, I'm tired of this and I'm not going to go through this no more. And you get up the next day and you say, well, I got a good man. I just have to be patient with him and he'll change. And you really do believe that he's going to change. Because I'm going to help him change. Because I love this man. You fool yourself. You see the handwriting on the wall? You see the handwriting on the wall. He is going to abuse you. Okay? Never have nothing good to say to you about yourself. Baby, you look so good today. Oh, honey, the dinner was good. Baby, that's one of the reasons why I married you, because you know a way to a man's heart is his stomach. That's why I married you. Baby, no, you don't say all that stuff. He don't even call you baby. He call you B-I-T-C-H. Every word that he says in a sentence is the B-I-T-C-H word. He don't know how to say honey or sweetie. None of that stuff. It's always you are a B, you are a B, you are a B. And so your self-esteem is so low, because you've been with him a year now, that you really feel like that's what you really are. So you quit dressing yourself up and stop feeling good about yourself, and you start believing that you are that person that he said you are. But yet you will continue in it because you feel like he pays all the bills in the house, and I can change him even though he don't mean to be like that. It's just he's having a bad day. So what you do is fool yourself, and what you do is get on something like a drug or alcohol, something to deal with this fool. Because once he come home, it's on and popping. Okay? So all of a sudden you look around and you say, oh my God, I'm an alcoholic. I have to drink before I can even talk to this man. And you get that habit, and then next thing you know, you're totally out of control. You have no control now, because now you got to deal with another abuse, which is alcoholism or drugs. So don't settle for less. When God said, I want you to have my best. I want you to have my best. That's not my best. God will talk to you, and he will let you know, that's not my best. That's not my best. I know the plans I have for you, and he's not in it. But as we women do, our little tender hearts, we just keep believing we can build him and he'll change. No, honey, he's not going to change. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. So I suggest that you deal with the reality that it's going to be a bad trip. It's going to be a bad ride. So all of a sudden, you're caught up into another addiction, another abuse, which is self-abuse. So it gets worse because the fact that you keep lying to yourself and saying, he'll change, he's a good man, he's paying my bills. Sweetie, if it ain't no peace in your house, you might as well not even live in it. You might as well not even live in it. And there is a way for you to get out of this nightmare, but you have fooled yourself into believing that you can change him or her. Not so. You got to be honest with yourself at first. If you don't be honest with nobody else, be honest with yourself and God and see it as it really is. If I don't get out this relationship, they're going to bury me. Because every time you say something or do something, he's slapping you. Oh, honey, I didn't mean to do that, baby. I just got a lot on my mind. I had a bad day at work. There is no reason to hit a woman. No reason to hit your queen, your baby's mama. There's no reason to abuse her. Why would you want to abuse the very thing that you bonded with, your soulmate? So I'm believing that God is telling me to tell you that the next move should be him. He said, let me make the next move. Because this is not what I have for you. This is not the plans I have for you. I don't want you living in fear. I don't want you living in worry. I don't want you living in doubt. I want you to be happy, and you will be happy. But you got to keep your mind on Jesus. You got to find a way to find your own happiness without having to be beat up all the time. Some of you think it makes you think you're important because, well, he got a little temper, but that's my baby. Let me tell you something. You don't hurt the one you love. Not with your mouth, not with your hand. So I'm going to end this video because I don't have a lot of time left on it. But remember this. God wants you to be happy. He wants you to be treated like a queen. If you're the man that's being abused, God wants you to be treated like a king. If you treat your wife like a queen, she will treat you like a king. So it's time for you to think about, this is a woman that had my babies. This woman went through hell trying to deliver these babies. And she has put up with me when I wouldn't put up with myself. I'm going to be good to this gift that God gave me. Because God has given him a gift when he gave him you. You are a gift. But if you're not being treated like you're a gift, you're a loser. You are going to have to take some time alone and seek the will of God for your life. But I want to let you know right now, God don't want you going through no house of terror. I'm praying for you, and I pray that you make the right decision, but don't stay in that relationship. Whatever your excuses you're making to stay there, they're not as important as it is for you to keep your mind and not be beaten up across your head. So many licks across the head ain't so good. You got to deal with the fact that I blew it. I picked the wrong man. And then the next move is I got to get a plan and get out of this before this man kill me and my kids. So there is a way out of it. There's a way out of it. And we'll talk about that later too. God bless.